Good afternoon YouTube. It's been a while since I've done a video, since I think Mass Effect 3, which I've gotten over. I was very upset when that game came out and it turned out to be a bit poo compared to the other ones. I mean, it was still a good game, but when you get high-end quality products all the time, you kind of expect high quality products to be continuously released. But unfortunately, Mass Effect 3, it really didn't happen. And that's the PC turn itself on. Finally, it's probably got a blue screen now because I'm recording, but that would be funny. I have the Antec 1100 case. Sorry about the shakiness of the hand. I have the Antec 1100 case, as I said, and I put some Noctua fans, some Bitfinex fans. I kept the big boy fan at the top because I just didn't want to mess with it, to be honest with you. Just not worth messing with those fans. Try to find one which fits perfectly, because for some reason case manufacturers like to make 210mm, 230mm fans, and sometimes they'll fit, sometimes they don't. I just couldn't see the point spending 12 quid when it probably wouldn't fit. I still have the ZXT fan control Century 2, which is kind of like when I first got it, I thought it was pants, it was crap because the screen controls didn't work properly, but now it seems to be working, and I don't know, it just, all the bugs I had previously have all just magically disappeared. So with a Samsung Blu-ray drive, there's no point in buying a different DVD drive, because let's face it, I've used this one a whole 12 times. That's just installing random games, and I actually have no Blu-rays, which is kind of annoying, because I thought 2 years ago when I bought this thing that Blu-rays would, you know, I'd buy more, but it turns out I just didn't. So yeah, I'm a complete idiot for that. Anyway, let's go to drives. I've got my SSD from Samsung, the 830. Amazing drive, looks amazing, performs amazing. I've had some from Corsair before, which were okay. They kind of, as time went along, I admit I had them in RAID, which might have done something to them, but they seem to have went slower and slower and slower. And even the Windows 7 benchmark showed that. I know that's quite a crap benchmark, but still. I think they went from 500 read to about, must be 300 read. Anyway, moving on. So I just got a text. Anyway, moving on. I've got two 2TB hard drives still. So that's 4 TB of hard drive space from Seagate. And these are still the old ones from the old PC, and they're still working. And I thought Seagate hard drives are rubbish. Apparently they're not. Because normally I'm a Western Digital person, but these ones seem to be working fine, and I'm quite happy with it. Anyway, to the good bits. I'm just going to get a flashlight on this, so you can see a bit better. 1 second. There we go. Alright, there is the cooler there. The big thing there is the cooler, which is the Cooler Master 412. I recommend this cooler to anyone. It's only about £25. Get a second fan, and it cools quite effectively. I mean, it really does keep the processor cooled even when it's overclocked. I'm pretty happy with that. And I have the i7 3820 there, because I got an offer when it was about £210 on overclockers.com, and that is cheaper than the 3770K. Bloody hell, that's a mouthful. And this thing performs just as well, if not slightly better in some cases, slightly worse. I think they're about the same on par, really. I wouldn't say either's better or worse. I used to have the 2600K, but got bored, sold it, got this. I also got the Evga X79 SLI board, which I also got a half price offer from Overclockers. So this board is normally, what, $250, $249, whatever it is. I got this for $127. Alright, and that's cheaper than a lot of Z77 boards, you know, the high-end ones, and this is quite a high-end board. Apart from the BIOS is absolutely horrid. It's like going back to the Stone Ages with the old ASUS BIOSes, because when you've had so many motherboards with UFI, BIOSes, and you go to the old style and nothing makes sense where anything is, it's kind of a culture shock. Yeah, anyway, I have that processor overclocked to 4.4 over, 25 megahertz shy from 4.4, but that's on the low voltage. I have the RAM, which is Kingston RAM, Blue RAM, which was very cheap as well. I got 8 gigs for about 30 quid. got that overclocked from 1600 to 2000 megahertz. I've got my two GTX 670s in SLI. They are the point of view edition ones. They are the ultra. No, they're just the charged editions, not the ultra charged editions. These come factory overclocked to what? Ooh, it was 954 megahertz. And I've overclocked it further to 1009 megahertz. So it's got another 50 megahertz added to it already. So it's running at a gig. Yep, I got these two for a quite good price as well. Seeing that these are overclocked editions, I got the first one for 260, then I got the second one for 280 because it was the last one. They don't sell these ones anymore, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm happy I got both of them because they're both great cards. The first one performed quite well, but then I saw the second one on overclocker still, and I was like, might as well buy it before they stop selling them and have matching cards, because it's worst thing ever is when you're trying to have SLI with cards which don't exactly match and that kind of thing. Yeah, although I would have to say for the graphic cards, if you want to get a graphic card, get a 670 or 660 Ti. They're absolutely amazing graphic cards for the money. They have PhysX support and all that stuff. I've not personally used a 7950 card, but that was not my other alternative. But unfortunately, this board does not support Crossfire apparently, or if it does, it doesn't say it does. I know. I should have realised when I bought the board when it was called the X79 SLI board, but I just didn't click because let's face it, most mobile boards nowadays, dual support. The high-end boards anyway do. Anyway, as my power supply, I have the FFX Pro 750 watt power supply, and that is made by Seasonic, which is a great manufacturer. The only complaint with these cables is that they're very, very weak, and the cables, I would love them to be braided completely, even these ones here. And these are easier to cable tie, but they're really short, so they're easier to route because they're flat, but they're harder because they're shorter, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the actual monitor screen now. As you can see, I've got a massive Bioshock wallpaper. I'm really excited for that game. Anyway, as you can see here, default clock for the GTX 670 is 954, and I've overclocked it to a gig and 9 megahertz, which is absolutely amazing. I've also overclocked the memory, but not too much, because I find that memory overclocking kind of fails epically. And there's also the boost clock there is overclocked as well. So it was 1033, now it's 1088. And that actually goes above that when I'm gaming for some reason. I don't know why it does, it just does, and it's just absolutely awesome. And here is the processor frequency. So 25 megahertz are 4.4, but my voltage is, I think that's personally quite low. In my point of view, 1.258 volts. And this is not it idling, this is all it going full power all the time. Got turns, speed stepping off, and all other lovely crap which they auto enable. Alright, and now I'm going to go to memory, 2000, and I know the latencies are very high, but I'll be honest with you, I'm happy with that. It runs really well. Now if I just go to my computer, system properties, sorry, there we go. Alright, overall, 7.8 overall, but everything else is 7.9, and let's face it, that won't go up to 7.9 unless I have 5 gigahertz, which I've tried to get this thing as high as I can, but this thing kind of bottles out at 4.5 no matter what voltage you put for it. So and to be honest with you, I don't think you really need that kind of voltage for that kind of for gaming, to be honest, because yeah, most games only use 2 cores and they don't even use them that way well. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, because I will be doing more videos now I have a camera. Yoo-hoo!